नमस्कार एंड वेलकम टू थ्रश एक्सप्रेस। आज हम बात करेंगे ओ रोमियो के बारे में। Imagine if Clint Eastwood had a child with William Shakespeare and he was raised by Tiger Shroff. What would the child be called? O Romeo. O Romeo is not actually a bad film. It's a failed experiment. Film ka opening scene and the intro fight sequence give off a pulp thriller vibe, but then gradually the tonality shifts. मतलब एक ही film में you have mass masala, you have spaghetti western, you have pulp thriller, you have romantic comedy. अरे भाई बस कर, अब बस कर. You have some weird elements and set pieces all put together, which actually doesn't make any sense. उस्तरा पहनता क्या है? Cowboy dress. He has got tattoos all over his body. Cross earrings. गिटार बजाता है. अरे वो उस्तरा कम Puss in Boots ज्यादा लगता है. I can understand that Vishal Bhardwaj created this imaginary world where Mumbai looks like Hollywood and in some pieces like the set of Dhurandhar. Ustara lives in a boat house. मतलब tree house होता तो better होता. Because frankly his behavior was more of a monkey than a supari killer. और उसको सुपारी कौन देता था? पुलिस या वो पान वाला? In the entire film we see him killing one person. माने based on a supari. और वो भी कौन था? जलाल का भाई. और जलाल कौन है? He is a fucking matador. नहीं वो गाड़ी नहीं, वो स्पेन वाला. He is a dangerous criminal. मुझे कैसे पता है? We were told that. Were we shown that? No. He's a dangerous criminal, an international terrorist who fights bulls. उसका कोई gang है? Does he have an organization? Yes. What do they do? Cheer for him when he's fighting bulls. Ustara looks like a chapdi mawali who has got a group of people working for him. What do? They arrange prostitutes for him. They mock and insult women and they laugh at his pathetic jokes. All the characters in this film are very poorly written. Their character motivation, their backstories are completely glanced over. Why does each character behave in a particular way? We are not shown. We are not told. We are just asked to accept that. Afsan, matlab Tripti Dimri, she is first shown like a timid, soft-spoken girl. And immediately, within a few minutes into the movie, she becomes a gunfighter. She is tackling guns better than Ustra. And trust me, tamanna ka tamanna tha कि she will one day get to act in a film and not just dance. But by God, she got one spoken line and she screwed that up. In my whole life, I have seen many bad villains. Abhinash Tiwari just happens to be in the top 10. I know the guy can act, but not in this film. Imagine if there was King Kong in Fast and Furious. He would be useless, right? So is Abhinash Tiwari in this film. He was looking unintentionally funny. Film mein only saving grace is Nana Patekar. A veteran actor, he always brings his A game to the table. But even his character suffers because of bad writing. And what sort of weird gay shit was cooking up between him and Ustara? Like, तू मेरा कुतिया है क्या ऑडियंस है. At one point you will even feel bad for the villain. उसमें असल में कुछ वैसा गंदा नहीं किया है. Even his wife betrays him for allegedly joining a terrorist organization. Because according to the film's logic, terrorism is bad. Being gangster, being a smuggler is good. There are so many characters in this film, but none of them get a proper focus. Shahid Kapoor as Ustara, the main lead, is an absolute failure. You know, मुझे लग रहा था the film's title should have been O Juliet instead of O Romeo. कुछ दिन पहले एक फिल्म आया था तेरे इश्क में. भाई साहब, people bashed that film. They called Dhanush Chhapdi. What will you call Shahid? He was nothing more than that. The action sequences were hilarious. It felt like it came out of Baghi 4. Baghi 4 में एक scene था which had Sanjay Dutt and Harnaz Kaur Sandhu. They were dueling and fighting goons. Here Tripti and Shahid have the exact same scene. In Animal, when Ranbir comes out all bloody towards the end of the film, Abhinash Tiwari has the exact same scene. And you know, you have to give your hero some key features so that people can back him up. Calling the main lead Mera Kutiya Hai Tu makes him a hero, not so much. And Usra doesn't even have a redemption arc. He's a jackass all throughout. पहले तो he insults Tripti in front of everyone. He says मेरे साथ सोएगी क्या? Then midway into the movie, he even says कपड़े उतार. Wow, so heroic. And she even says that I can never love you. And then when she hears that he's dead, she starts crying. What the f? And you know how they show that Jalal is a dreaded criminal? He kills a fucking plumber. A plumber. And Tamanna has only one job in this film, to paint on the walls. She's the MF Hussain of this film. And this Jalal actually loved his wife. Yes, he kills her, but that's because she betrayed him. And what is this Jalal doing in Spain? Being a matador. मतलब हमने तो ये नहीं सुना that Dawood Ibrahim is a professional wrestler in America or Osama bin Laden is a golfer in Dubai. Who comes up with this shit? The animosity and chemistry between Usra and Jalal is like of two local hooligans. मतलब गली के गुंडे. Each and every portion of this movie feels like an afterthought. It feels like it was put together in the editing room. That's why the screenplay feels choppy and disconnected. Vishal Bhardwaj tries hard not to be random, but yet he fails to avoid the unintentional randomness scattered all across the board. Each and every beat and moment in this film feels familiar. And as the film progresses, it loses its pacing and interest. Do you know where was Usra shot? Here. That's a death spot. Like you shoot someone there, the chances for survival, I don't know, ask a doctor. Ustara was shot here, then he fell down from a train into the river, and he survives that without any explanation. They say his body was found on the banks of the river, and later he has just one small scar, and he has trouble speaking. And I'm sure you have heard this everywhere. That climax scene could have been shot anywhere. There was no point of shooting it in Spain, Mars, Jupiter, anywhere. There were actual Spanish people in the arena. Avinash Tiwari comes out. He's waiting for the bull to come out. Who comes out? Shahid Kapoor. Ustra. And the people just accept that. They're like, okay, this happens. Fight. And they indulge in a fight. Eventually, Tripti comes out. She kills Avinash. And all these people witness this murder. They never say, हमने ticket तो इसके लिए नहीं खरीदा था. We want to see the bull. We just saw a murder. I think the police will come and all of us will become witnesses. No, they're like, in Spain this happens. Yeah, this is cool. No authorities, no police, nothing. Vishalji, I would like to know what you were smoking while making this film. When Jalal is in the arena, he lifts his wife's head up. Where the was that? We don't know. And then where the does it vanish? We don't know that either. Yes, the film has flawless cinematography, gorgeous color palette, pristine use of blocking and composition, wonderfully executed background score. But does that help? And even if you go by the in-universe logic, then that too is quite up. Matlab, why does Afshan come to Ustra? She actually got more use out of that police officer. The relationships, the characters, the storylines feel very, very, very superficial. You're never invested in any of them. That's why who lives, who dies, as an audience, you never really care. So मैं O Romeo को दूंगा 1.5 out of 10. I think only the die-hard Vishal Bhardwaj fans and the Shahid Kapoor fans will enjoy this film. For the general audience, other than visual spectacle, this film has nothing else to offer. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, then make sure to like, share and subscribe to this channel. If you have any opinions, suggestion or requests, make sure to mention them in the comments below. You can connect with me on my Instagram account. You are watching Thrush Express. I'm your host Tom Thrush. Until we meet again.